So we've got a mystery guest here on Seconds Out. It's Don Charles. It's like Question of Sport.
Yeah.
Don Charles, top trainer. Great to see you. First time we've spoken since that great win, which you predicted on the same night we filmed our podcast a couple of weeks ago for Dereck Chisora in the rematch with Kubrat Pulev. You must be delighted. It went exactly, well, maybe not exactly, but it went how you hoped the result.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I did predict it. The only thing I got wrong, I said we were going to win by stoppage, and we didn't. But we got a good win. We grinded it out. It was a very close fought contest. Pulev surprised me with his fitness. 41 years old, and and he was getting hit a lot to the body, which was the plan. And I was very impressed with Pulev. I was more impressed with my fighter, obviously.
What happens now with Dereck? Because it is, you said before, it's a fight-by-fight basis in terms of carrying on. Looked like he had plenty in the tank against the top-level opponent. I guess you fight on, but is it important who he's matched against?
Yeah, it's all down to we haven't actually digested the fight yet. When we do, we'll sit down. Obviously, Eddie Hearn is a promoter, and we'll speak with Eddie and see who we can come up with.
There's been a lot of talk, I think started by Dereck initially, about fighting Deontay Wilder. A lot of fans out there are concerned about that, potentially, because Dereck is hittable. It's fair to say. His defence has improved, but he's still hittable. And Deontay Wilder, no one hits harder. Would you be concerned about that fight?
It wouldn't be my first choice opponent, okay? But I share everybody's concern. The fans, they only care for Dereck, hence why they're saying retire or don't fight Wilder. You know, as human beings, what beats us sometimes is fear. Yeah, everybody has fear. It's how you deal with that fear. I share their concern, but I can assure people if we do consider to take that fight, I can assure you guys that we will nullify that right hand of his. We've done it before. We do it again, as in against other oppositions. I can share people's concern, but I can guarantee you that it is not my first choice of opponent for Dereck Chisora. Okay, there's other fights out there for him, and but we're prepared for any eventuality. Basically, you have to have that sort of mindset.
Well, let's talk about that, because you are his trainer. You're also a heavyweight specialist. In your view, what's the ideal next fight for Dereck Chisora? If you could have any heavyweight in the world, who would it be and why?
Yeah, I mentioned it before and I say it again, but what I want and what we get is three different things. Ideally, the person I would like Dereck to fight, me personally, my first choice would be JOE JOYCE, someone of that caliber, and positioning where he's at the moment, what Joe's done for himself, remarkably, really, really well. And secondly, the most obvious fight really is Dillian Whyte. It's the most obvious one, a trilogy. And because let's face it, all the titles, the main titles, are all spoken for the foreseeable future, right? So you got to look at then what other big fights can you be in? Like Dereck doesn't need any tune-ups, nor does Dillian Whyte. At the level they're fighting, I think it's a non-brainer, really. Those are the two fights I could see Dereck in.
And just while we've got you here at McGuigan's Gym in East London, of course, I wanted to ask your opinion about a fight that's rumoured to be announced over the next few days, and that's Benn and Eubank Jr. I know you're a heavyweight specialist, but I'm sure you have an interest in this catchweight fight. What do you make of it?
Well, again, Conor and Chris Jr., they're in a situation similar to Dereck is at the moment. It's like a question of who do you fight out there for what, and what fight makes the most money? After all, these guys have got to make money, right? My only concern for that fight is the weight. If they can sort out the weight, a suitable weight, so Conor is not giving away too much, that's the only concern, is the weight. I'm sure they'll come to an agreement of the catching weight, and but what an exciting fight it will be. Even the build-up, I can't wait. I'm sure the fans can't wait. My only concern with that is the weight.
Who would you pick if they both make the weight safely and relatively strongly?
Don't do this to me, Dan. Can we do this again nearer the fight? Once it's been announced and confirmed, let's do another one. That'll be more I hate sitting on the fence. I'll be more give you the answer you're looking for.
All right, brilliant. Thank you, Don. Always a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Cheers.